Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium, everyone, the home of the Fresno State Bulldogs. And for a team whose mantra is anytime, any place, anywhere, it's always good to be home. And these fans have shown out for the clash we have ahead of us. What we have in store for you today, a showdown between a couple of Pac-12 rivals. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Fresno State's offense will have the first possession of the game. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You've got all guns blazing.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll do it himself. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. 3rd down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. The Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Gets it out fast. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Second down now after the sack. Looking for a man. It's Potts. Throwing right. Complete downfield. And he's knocked down. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Got it behind the line. It's Pryor. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Now on 2nd and short after that pickup. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Fresno State right back to the line. Give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 11th play of this opening drive coming up, but this one, a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone, and you're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. It's good, and that was dead solid, perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Owls offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Floats it out in space. He's there to make the stop, and they throw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They're setting up the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. Wide out in motion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Use the play fake now to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's going to take off. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. The play action fake. Pressure coming. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. To the air, it's Potts. And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. Wide open downfield. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
This offense is so explosive, it can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida State.
Looking for space. It's Curse.
We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finds his big tight end. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. He's looking to throw it. Good timing on the quick out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll leave it with the lone back. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. The Owls have this offense rolling. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. And the Owls will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. Looking for a crease to the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They go to the ground. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. An 84-yard drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
14, Fresno State, 10.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Dropping back, it's Potts. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Fresno State will have to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Pulls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Back to pass, it's Potts. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Shakes off the tackler. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And they got him for the sack.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll pull it down and run. Fights off a defender. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Best. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Going to the ground. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Back to pass, it's Potts. Fires to the middle. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Unloads to the right. And his throw is incomplete. After the misfire now on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Shotgun snap on third down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Fires to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Took a shot as he threw. And that one sails through the back of the end zone. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So after the first down run, here's second down. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's best. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Coming out on first down with the play fake. On target over the middle. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropped.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. Couldn't connect on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. They were really starting to put a drive together. And after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. It's good.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The inside handoff. He breaks a tackle. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff to the single running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Quarterback on the keeper. And the Bulldogs pick up the first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. The give out of the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Scanning the field, it's Potts. Fires to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Fresno State working from the red zone. Here's the handoff. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can you make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Catch in the middle. It's Bruce. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved him forward just a few. And here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. Looking deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Lining up for the PAT. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Western Michigan is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Nebraska. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It's now second down after the short completion. To the air, it's Potts. Fires to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bulldogs are rolling down the field. They want to just keep throwing it. Got the quick pass. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pass hits, picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And, guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Dances away from the heat. Quarterback gets the first down and more. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
I tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off, Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive, now trying to put this game in a good situation.
Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. Florida Atlantic tries to move the chains on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Owl. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Florida Atlantic, 31, Fresno State.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Potts. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He makes the connection. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Torres. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. The snap sets up to throw. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 2nd and goal coming up. Looking to throw it again. He's got it! Takes it to the house! Touchdown, Fresno State! And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake will get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
He's looking for a man on second down. Ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Afterburner's coming. 10. Touchdown, Owls. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Number 19.
They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Florida Atlantic, 38. Fresno State, 23.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions.
Flying out to the left. The 20. The 10. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Oh, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They move the tight end all over. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldog.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, 2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Oregon was anything but dominant today, but the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column.
He'll pull it on the read.
Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He'll keep it himself, running with power. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Here on second and short. Leaves it with the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Bruce. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. possession. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. He finds his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Back to throw. It's Potts. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Caught over the middle. It's Harvey. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Trying to find his man on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. Makes the catch and he's brought down. The clock is still running and they have to get everybody lined up. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Quick strike complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Going up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And they will score! Touchdown, Fresno State!
And massive play by this offense. This is exactly what you need. You got the score. Now you got to get the 2-point conversion. Time's not on your side. There is no wait till a later point. It's go time. What's your 2-point play in this spot to tie the game up late?
What a big play here as they try to tie it up with the 2 in the waning moments. Looking to throw, it's Potts. They're trying to get to him. And the defense swarms him under the 2-point attempt is stopped. And so, too, is the attempt to tie the game.
Florida Atlantic, 38. Fresno State, 36.
Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work. Through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses that evolve so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College.